Well, hello there, pretty people. How are you? It is another gorgeous day here at Live at the Loom. I'm just going to warn you ahead of time that I've been up since 3 a.m. today. I had people to take to the airport, and our airport isn't exactly close. So if I'm a little loopy today, that would be why, because I need a nap. That is what is happening today. This girl needs a nap, and it'll happen after after we party, because today we do have a reason to celebrate. Because 2 days ago, July 30th, was the 4-year anniversary for Live at the Loom. Yay, us! That is fantastic. I it's hard to fathom. Live at the Loom is 4 years old. That is crazy, my friends. And I know some of you have been there since pert near the beginning. So thank you so much for being such amazing contributors and supporters of Live at the Loom, because we would not be here without you, my friends. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton, and this is Live at the Loom, and we party every Thursday morning my time. We have an international crowd, so it can be, yeah, Leslie says mid-afternoon here in sunny Scotland. Thank you, Leslie. I love that. I love hearing about where it is, what time it is, how you're doing. I love our little international audience. It is really, really wonderful. Everyone, please give a warm welcome and a big old cheer to Lori, our gatekeeper, who is watching us from behind the scenes and making sure that, it's a safe space for all of us lovely, fibery people. That's for sure. Let me say hello to some folks. Hello, Connie and Gemma. Yeah, Gemma, we need to know about your nephew. Did I miss that? Gemma has a nephew who's in the Olympics. That's very exciting. I don't know if he's competed yet, but Gemma, we're here to cheer him on. Hello, Anne. That is awesome. Let's see. Hello, Carol. Thank you again, Carol, for being um, part of our birthday celebration last week. Carol donated this beautiful set of alpaca from her animals. It was stunning. Thank you so much, Carol. I just wanted to, again, thank you publicly for being a part of that birthday celebration. That was awesome. Let's see. Speaking of Carol, she said finally snapped our 108 days and will only be 92 today. Whew. I still got the morning 12-mile bike ride in early. Horrific storms last night with winds. Oh, that is crazy, crazy weather you are having there. That's for sure. Let's see. Gemma has been hot there too. I really need to learn how to do the conversions quicker in my head. I don't know what 30 Celsius is. It sounds like it'd be really hot. Down to 27. There we go. Excellent. A little cooler weather. Carrie, I'm here. Carrie, we're so glad you're here, darling. Just had to rush in after preventing my washing from spontaneous combustion on the line. Got burnt tootsies. Thank you. 113. Wow. 113. That is what? That's like the sun. What? I know that's not even close to the sun, but still, that's really hot, Carrie. That is. I know you said you like the hot weather, but the offer stands. There's a room here in Indiana for you if you want it. Hello, Ernie DeVries. 90%, 90 degrees and 88% humidity. Oh, lovely. And Louisville, yes, Arizona boy is not used to such muggy conditions. Welcome, Ernie, to this part of the country. We have no dry heat. We only have wet heat. That's all we have. Moist, it's a bad word. Muggy heat. There we go. That's what we'll go with. Yeah, Connie says had an inch of rain, storms overnight, so it's cooler this morning. Thank goodness for the storms to break the heat. But it's going to heat up again. I'm hoping that next Sunday will be coolish because we'll be demonstrating. I will hope so, because don't you wear the whole uniform, right, Connie? Like in the vintage garb. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering that description, but you know what I mean. Do you? Is it like it's like a historical kind of thing, right? That sounds like that'd be very warm. Let's see. What? Who else do we have here? Oh, Gemma says the national holiday here. Oh, that's exciting. What national holiday is it there, Gemma? That's always, you guys have taught me a lot. That is for sure. Things like other national holidays and when you change times versus when we change times. I have learned so much from you. Thank you so much for always being generous with your comments and your information. We love that. Hello, Kim. She is here. Emily is here. Woohoo! Yes. 4 years live at the Loom. I don't know if you saw the picture. I went back and watched the part of the video from that very first one. Oh, friends. I just remember putting the camera on for the first time for a live stream and thinking, oh, it's really just like it's a monologue. Like no one talks back. I mean, thankfully I've learned how to ask for feedback and read the comments, but that first time I was like, I just have to keep talking. That's a very strange sensation to put the camera on and just be like, okay, people are watching. They're expecting me to keep talking. Let's go. So we've come a long way. That is for sure. Yes, yeah. Carla, you're back. Just took time off to move across the state. Moving. Whoo, that's a big undertaking, isn't it, Carla? Are you mostly settled in now, my dear, or where are you in the process? I've moved a number of times in my life, and it's never exactly fun. But typically, I've never regretted moving, so that's a good thing mostly. Yes, yeah. Carrie, happy birthday live at the Loom. I know, right? So sweet. Cindy says good morning from Prince Edward Island. Hot today, 95. Ooh, that is warm enough for me. Carolyn is in sunny and hot Albuquerque. Hello, Carolyn. It's a lot of heat today, right? Maureen is here. Maureen from Kalamazoo. Woohoo! Gemma says, I think I missed only the very first. Yeah, it used to be that it was just on Facebook. So it took me a couple years to find this platform called StreamYard where I can show it on both YouTube and Facebook. So for the first probably at least 2 years, it was only on Facebook, which makes a difference. But now I can get everybody involved, right? Hello, Sherry. Sherry and I got to run into each other this week, which was such a treat. It was so fun. Hello, darling. Happy anniversary. Just hopping on before the guild meeting. Excellent. Tell all those lovely guild weavers that I said hello, would you? I like it. Okay. Oh, excellent. Gemma, this is her nephew. She said he competed yesterday in gymnastics and had 15th place. Congratulations. That's amazing, Gemma. I can't even fathom having that kind of talent and drive at such a young age. That's incredible. Congratulations to your nephew. That's awesome. Candace is here. Hello, Candace. Oh, let's see. Rita Hollander is here. Good morning, Rita. I love it when I get to see people back to back. Some of our friends here today are in the Dress Your Loom course, and we have on Wednesdays we have our Q&A, so I get to see their beautiful shining faces then, which is just lovely. Oh, hi Magnolia and Althea. Hello, ladies. I have missed you. How are you doing? Are you getting ready for school? I have so many questions. Good morning, Jamie. You know how it goes, right? Yeah, Connie says this is the uniform. She says, so when Connie demonstrates, she's like, she has drawers, knee-length panties, okay, chemise, is that how you say it? Chemise? Petticoat, long dress, apron. That's, yes, we need cool weather for that kind of setup there, Connie. That's, I like that. Yeah. Okay, Gemma says the 1st of August is the Confederation of Switzerland. Not sure how many 100 years, at least 800 that I can guess. That's awesome. Happy Confederation of Switzerland to Gemma and all her fellow Swiss. That's exciting. I like. She says the regular mug is back. You know what? I've been doing a lot of iced tea this summer, so the red one is what I've been putting the other one. Yes, the regular mug. It's actually fairly clean too. See, some of you have been with me for a while. You know it's not my strength. It's keeping a clean mug. You know what? I have things to weave. Carla, who just moved, starting to feel a bit settled. Okay, excellent. I'm very glad. Sue Ann Sullivan is here. Hello. Oh, there we go. Lori says, hit the like button. Woohoo! If you have friends, by the way, if you have people that you think would enjoy our little community, our Live at the Loom group, invite them over. We have a seat for them. They all are welcome. Absolutely. Candace says, my Loom is trying to be patient and ready for dressing. Oh, Candace, I see you. Mm-hmm. I see you, my friend. I know it's hard to go slow. I know it is. I can appreciate that. The girls say they are ready and excited for school. They're the coolest. Jamie, you have raised the coolest girls. That is for sure. Yes. Yeah. Connie says I drink hot tea every morning, no matter how hot it is. Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I have hot tea every day at some point of the day, but it just so happens that when Live at the Loom is coming up on a number of occasions now, I've had some iced tea. So it's a different mug. I don't know. We're creatures of habit. You know how that goes, right? Okay, friends. So let's, yeah, Jamie says, and it's clean. I know. Right? See, you guys know me. Okay, so speaking of tea, by the way, do you notice I picked a new color for us over here, right here? I figured like a lipstick red was good for August. It's to go with all the heat, right? It's a brand new month. And by the way, I have multiple people in my life that have anniversaries on August 1st. So happy anniversary to mom and dad. Happy anniversary to my sister and Kevin. Happy anniversary. Everyone got married on August 1st in our family. It seems like not everyone, but pretty close. There's a lot of people. So it's happy anniversary. Happy Federation of Switzerland Day. I love that. Okay. So we talked about anniversary stuff. We talked about birthday stuff last week, which was very fun. I want to make a comment that I know a couple weeks ago I mentioned that I'm going to do a special episode of Live at the Loom all about weavers. Oh, here we go. That we're going to do a special episode all about weavers working with chronic pain. And if you sent me an email, which I know a number of you did, thank you so much. Watch your email because I'm going to give you a couple options for dates for when we do that. We'll just do it at the regular Live at the Loom time, since I know that's usually a pretty good time for everyone. So let's get that in the calendar so we could do that maybe later in August. So if you were one of my really generous people that were like, I would be happy to speak on that topic, watch your emails because I will be sending something out very soon. I just think it's going to be just a really wonderful discussion because, so many people then are dealing with, pain on a regular basis. And how do you work with that? What kind of tools do you use? It's just going to be a great discussion all about weavers with chronic pain. I think it's going to be wonderful. So watch your emails for something from me and we will get that scheduled. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Jody is here. Hi, Jody. Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. Comfort Odyssey, help me with your name. Belated birthday. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Birthday stuff was last week. This week is anniversary. It is just it's a partying time of year. That is for sure. Gemma said, what did she say here? Not be able to work on the loom. The right ankle's swollen. Ooh, right leg is dominant in weaving. Boy, that puts a kink in your plans, doesn't it? If things aren't feeling good. Yeah. Carol says the glorious soul scalding sunshine was pouring through the southern windows of the studio, glinting off the dust bunny village on the loom, highlighting the spiderling garland. I evicted all. Look at you. I love that. Carol, I know you write other places, but you have a great sense with words. That is for sure. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Hello, Andrea. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Or Andrea? Is it? I feel like I'm in Indiana, so we start with Andrea, but I bet that's not right. Is it Andrea? Is that what it is? I know that you and Lori got together in for a fiber festival. I'm very excited. Which reminds me, Lori, don't let me forget. I need to figure out a way so you can share the video with me, which would be wonderful. Okay, so let's talk projects, shall we? How is your weaving going? What is happening on your loom at the moment? Let me know. What I have show and tell today. I don't have anything on the loom, but I do have show and tell. So we're gonna work up to that. That is for sure. Look at all of you beautiful people. There we go. Spanish name, so it's got to be Andrea. Is that how you say it? It can't be Andrea. That's totally an Indiana pronunciation. That's it's so pretty though. I'm so glad you're here, sweetie. Let's see. Gemma said fell a couple weeks ago, but only started swelling this weekend. Not broken, but not using it for a bit. Oh, that puts a kink in the plans, doesn't it? Man, we don't have time to have things break down. let's not do that, right? Let's see. Okay, so Kim, this is a great question. Anyone else avoid a project like the plague when there's an issue you know you need to fix? This is a great question, Kim. We should toss this out to the masses. Tell me about a project that you just when you walked past, you're like, I don't see you. I don't see you. I'm not doing it. I love this question. I can tell you my story about that. We'll see what everyone else has to say. I love it. Let's see. Yes, the loom is empty. I know the loom. It makes me a little unnerved, right? I'm a little out of sorts because the loom is empty. That's for sure. Carlos says the looms have been naked for at least a month. You've had other things happening, my friend. It is okay since you're moving. That's yes. Don't you worry. You get a big old hall pass for that. Comfort Odyssey says I'm halfway done with 40-inch by 50-inch pieced frame loom square blanket with cross-stitch seam covers and borders. This sounds like quite the labor of love, my friend. That sounds really stunning. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Carol says, I want to see the loom, but I have to mow 8 acres today first. You have the most interesting life, Carol. That is for sure. That's, yeah. I like that. Ellen says, just wound on a rose linen warp for a shawl and poncho. It was very sticky. Okay, Ellen, will you clarify for me, is this, when you say rose linen, like is a rose plant, like a flower involved? I'm not familiar with that. She's so smart too. I'm always like, Ellen, forgive me if it's a stupid question, but if you could clarify. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Gemma started placemats last week, which is good because if the ankle is bothering you. Carry sewing cloth into a garment. Love that. I love all you folks that sew. That's fantastic. Suez is doing more crocheting than weaving lately. Okay, crocheting is easier to do while watching the Olympics. I know. I am loving the Olympics this year. That is for sure. Connie says, Auguste. See, I heard you on the video, Connie. I'm going to practice it. Auguste. On Auguste, I have 2.5 feet done on the blanket. Started Christmas towel for granddaughter. Finished birthday towel for daughter. Working on table runners for friends. Connie always has like this list. Here are the 35 things I'm doing, which is awesome. We are in awe. We bow down to you, Miss Connie. That's amazing. She says, but more importantly, napkins on Burnt Marie demo loom for the demonstrations. Perfect, which are coming up, and we hope will be cool for you. That's what we hope. That's for sure. Emily's getting close to finish slaying the reed. Yay! That is very exciting. Jamie says, I can't weave in the new place yet, but I've been itching to sew. Awesome. That is fantastic. That counts. Lori says, the Oxyback still naked. Glamacra Victoria is being used for the dressing loom course. Woohoo! Luette Erica for hand towels. That's fantastic. Okay, here we go. Ellen says, yes, the fiber is from the rose plant combined with linen. Huh. I need to look up what that process looks like. It's tricky to think of if you, how do you take a rose plant and make it something you can work with? That's so fascinating. I love that kind of stuff. That's awesome. By the way, you can tell I'm not used to drinking hot tea. I didn't even plug in my mug warmer. Don't tell Alex. Leslie says, I'm brand new to weaving. Just my second project on the loom. It took me 2 days. That can't be right. Oh, yeah. Oh, Leslie. 2 days to dress it. Oh, Leslie. Honey, you're doing great. Don't even worry about it, right? 2 days to dress it? Oh, you're right there in the pocket. You're in the sweet spot. Don't you worry. And you will get faster. So you're doing great. We give you a big thumbs up. Can I do it? Now when I want to? Will it work? We give you a big thumbs up, Leslie. You are doing great. 2 days to dress it? Psh, that's fast. You got it. Emily says, well, I'm working my kids behind me weaving on her 10 by 10 loom. How sweet. That's wonderful. Oh, wait. Did I still say it wrong? I'm sorry. Carol says, it's August. Too much crammed in. Back to August? Oh, y'all. Okay. Too much crammed in. Back to school harvest. Hang. Local and state fairs. Rush. Woohoo. Yes. Uh, yeah, Carol says 2 days to dress it. No problem. Totally good. Depending on the project, it can take days to a week. Absolutely. Hello. Hello, Weave Nut. What is your name, my dear? Rose, I believe, is a cellulose process. That would make sense. Yeah. Jim says 2 days, pretty normal frame. Yes. Okay, so I want to circle back to I'm sorry, I forgot who it was who asked about what do you do when you're avoiding a project. Okay, so here is my story about avoiding a project. So I let me think about the time frame. This would have been when I just left the corporate world, and I was still. It was Kim who asked. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Yes, Kim. So I had just left the corporate world, and I was still kind of figuring out how do I do this by myself without a teacher helping me and being over my shoulder and all that kind of stuff. So I was still trying to figure that out. So I put this project on the loom, and when I say it was awful, I mean it was awful. Like it was bad. It was friends. It was ugly. It was not. I was like, no, I don't like any bit of this. None, no parts of this. I didn't like it at all. So it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there. So of course, then I find other things to distract myself with. All of a sudden I have this weird interest in learning how to, crochet or other things. I'm like, okay, what else can I do? This book is really fascinating. I should really balance my checkbook. You know how it goes? I should really get on a stool and wipe off the blades of the fan. I don't know. Those things that you just don't think about doing until you really want to procrastinate. So finally, I was like, this is ridiculous. It had been weeks at that point. And literally I'd walk past and just be like, nope, I don't see you. Nope. Nope. I don't acknowledge that you're sitting there staring at me being like, hello, what about me? So I came over and I was like, well, here are the facts. I don't like it the way it is. So it is not going to hurt anything for me to throw something in and see what happens. So I picked like when I always want to say like Raggedy Ann yarn, but like some like big, fuzzy. It was like Kermit the Frog green. That's what color it was. I picked this big old yarn. I thought, well, if the goal is to get it off the loom as fast as possible, here we go. So I picked this yarn that was pretty obnoxious, and I just started laughing. I was like, okay, this is not better, but it is different, and it got me out of my funk. And from there, I was able to actually pick a different yarn that worked better with what I was doing. And I did actually get off the loom. And I think there's still a swatch of it somewhere floating around. That is my story. That is my story about ignoring a project much longer than you should. Because Kim, you are not alone. If you have something to fix or you're just stuck because you don't like it, we sympathize with you. We on Live at the Loom sympathize with you because we get it. That's for sure. So Kim says he keeps staring at me. I just can't work up the energy to fix it. It's a baby blanket, so it's time sensitive. Oh, okay. I can see that. What kind of thing do you need to fix, my friend? Is this did something break? Is a threading problem? Maybe we can help. Can we help? Maybe? If you don't want the help, that's okay too. That's all right. You can we can talk about it next week too. It's all right. At least the Dimmy Taxes wants to avoid a project gone wrong. Right? Isn't that fascinating how the things that you find to do when you're avoiding a project? Amazing. Things you would never voluntarily do, but you're like, oh, I really should do this before I go back to the loom and fix this project. Yup. I know. Yeah. Lori says, Chris, I understand the procrastination tactics to avoid dealing with a project that does not meet your expectation. All of a sudden, you feel the need to clean the interior of the washing machine. Yes, right? It is not just me. That's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Carrie says, I'm still avoiding sewing, so much so that I've picked up a cross stitch that I've been ignoring for 5 years. I hope my guests will give me the push. Here's the beauty of cross stitch. It is so dang slow. So you're like, you know what? I'll get back to it when I finish this cross stitch. You're like 7 years later. Okay, that's yes, we give you full permission. You just procrastinate as much as you need. Kim says we won't talk about the baby quilt downstairs. His first child is now 3. Yeah. I can understand, Kim. You are, yeah. Carrie says, my 48-year-old son is still waiting on his knitted ET jumper. What's an ET jumper? It's a sweater, right? Like for the movie? Is that what it is, Carrie? Like for the movie ET? Is that what? You guys cracked me up. Okay, let's do some show and tell, shall we? Connie says, my sister still has a baby blanket. She started crocheting for her daughter, then worked on it for her granddaughter. Granddaughter's 29. That's pretty intense right there. Andrea says, my project went wrong. I just cried. My husband felt so sorry for me. Oh no. Aw. That's Andrea, we give you permission to do something else then. You're allowed to pivot, my friend. That's okay. Carrie says it was E.T. the movie. That is okay. If that was the topic of the sweater, that's E.T.'s pretty old now. That's, yes, we understand. Okay, here we go. Let's do some show and tell. All right. I feel like my blouse is all cockeyed here. You know how and the camera's backwards. I don't know if you look at the very first video, like I'm on the other side, it's facing the other way. Like it's all backwards. Oh, technology. Okay, so I got a couple things to share with you today, which is good. So there's nothing on the Loom. So here's the first thing. Do you remember the last project that was on the Loom that was from the draft that I made up for the Acting Creative community? By the way, I'll put this here just as we talk Acting Creative community thing. We have a Facebook group, friends. It's called the Acting Creative Community, and you are invited. Just answer the questions and join us. Anyways, we had a special 6-month celebration, and I whipped up some kind of a draft, and I'm like, voila, happy anniversary to us. Turns out the draft is crap. It's not good, friends. It's not. I'm sure there's some redeeming qualities, but when I actually executed it, it's not great. And I didn't leave myself enough space to actually get in and fix it. So just hold. If you're thinking you might want to try the draft, just put a pin in it, friends. I will fix it. I'll find some kind of good solution for us, but it's not great. But I wanted to show you the pillows that the fabric went into so you could see how it turned out. Okay, here we go. So this was a custom project, and she has very specific colors that she wanted for the project. I have it all wrapped in plastic just to keep it nice. So ultimately what happened, friends, is that even though the draft was not, it just doesn't show up well. Like it just visually didn't show up very well. I decided I was going to change colors in a certain kind of pattern so that it would actually still be kind of pretty. So here's the pillow, how it ended up. It's nice, right? It's not bad. It has almost kind of a what's the Bomberet? Is that what I'm trying to think of? Kind of one of those kind of real squarish, kind of geometric kind of patterns to it. Yeah, this is not at all what the draft is supposed to look like. The draft is not good. There's a float problem. There's problems with it, but this is how the pills end up. I did 2 that were basically here. I'll unwrap the other one so you can see it too. I did 2 pillows across, so they're kind of related. They're cousins. And then I had 2 next to it. So they're all within the same color family, but they have different kind of styles to it. So this is what I did then. See, so this one has like this one has like a smaller stripes. These are the warp yarns going this direction and here, and then this one had fatter stripes. So I wanted them to look, cousins, not twins, cousins. That's what I wanted. So basically, she had a choice of these 2 because she wanted 2 pillows. These 2, or the other 2 didn't have any kind of white stripe in them. It was just more the color blocks. She liked the simpler version, which is totally cool. I like that. So anyways, that was the this is how the pattern turned out. It's not at all what the draft looks like. The moral of the story is, friends, before you share a draft with the whole wide world, you might want to try it. Just to see if it works. Thank you. Ernie's like, love the colors and the overall look. Thank you, Ernie. I appreciate that. Lori says, are those odd number patterns? Look at you, just cueing it in, right? The Handwoven Experience episode this week is all about designing for odd numbers. And it kind of is, right? Look at, do you see, like I've got, 3 of the purple, 3 of the gray. It kind of is. Yeah. I like that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, you guys are so cute. So that is, oh, hello, Priscilla's here. Hello, Priscilla. I was just showing off pillows from the draft that was not the failed draft for the Acton creative community. That's all right. It's I'm gonna fix it, folks. Don't you worry. We'll get there. So, okay, so here is the other kind of show and tell that I wanted to share with you. Now, you know, the last couple weeks, we've been playing over on the table loom, and I've been doing a project for it'll be a table runner ultimately, but I'm using my little leftovers from Amanda Baxter's Shiny Dime Fibers. She does hand painted warps, and I had like 16 ends left. So I'm like, what do I do with this? So, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Candace asked what was on the back of the pillow. Here. I like to use just a complimentary fabric on the back. And the amazing Dinah did just the sweetest job. She put a little bit of, she's got little, are they snaps? Yeah, she's got little snaps on the back to hold them down. She's so good. Yeah, but this is the way I like to do the pillows. So it's only one side has the hand woven, and the other side then is just some kind of fabric that I think looks pretty with it. That's yeah. Thank you for asking, Candace. I like that. Yeah. Okay, so the project that's been on the table loom, I will have you know that between Live at the Loom last week and this week, I was like, I am going to get this off. I'm going to have this finished so I can share with you. Now, it is, it's straight out of the washer and dryer. So I've got some little scrap ends and stuff to take care of, but it turned out so pretty. Are you ready? Here we go. Let me pick which end to go with first. We'll go with, let's do this end first. Okay, so here we go. So this is with a tiny, like a tiny navy yarn, right? Isn't that pretty? Look at this action with the hand dyed. Look how the colors change. Oh, come on. Isn't that pretty? I was so tickled. Like, this is like the best moment right here where it looks like it kind of blends in here, and then you start to see the stripes. Ah, come on. That is just so cool. So this is with the dark, like a finer navy yarn for the weft. And then I switched it up and I did a little bit fatter, but like a vivid kind of a peacock blue. So this is the other option. Oh, I need to go this way. Here we go. So you can kind of see how the hand dyed yarn shows up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Isn't that fun? I just thought that was really, oh, and this I was just messing at the end. This is a slightly different, similar size, slightly different color at the end here. So this will be scrap. Right? Isn't that fun? Okay, so thank you, Candace. See, Candace has been paying attention. So I was saying from the beginning that I intentionally made it the size of, or the length of those hand-dyed warp yarns that I had. And the table run only has to be 42 inches, friends. So I have a choice. I can either do, I've got enough here with this section, right? The kind of the more vivid peacock kind of section. Or I also have enough here with the darker section. So those are the choices. Do you guys want to vote in? Do you want to weigh in? This one, or see if I can kind of show them both at the same time. We'll see. Do you see that kind of I don't have enough arms. But this is the darker with the finer yarn, a little more dramatic, and this is a little brighter with the, what do you think? Which one do you like? Darker or lighter? Does it matter? Anyways, so the goal is that I'm going to take them to Dinah, or one of the seamstresses, and have them hem it so it's the 42 inches I need. Here's what you should know, by the way. It's going in a room has gray walls and just like a medium wood table. That is the, yeah. Woo! Look at the votes. Darker, lighter, darker. Wow, you guys are split. That's so fun. You can't go wrong, right? Ernie says darker, Andrea says darker, Gemma darker, shows it off more. Okay, Maureen likes lighter. Connie says both, please. Candace says lighter. I like that. Yep, Candace voted lighter. Look at you guys. That's fun, right? I just think Carrie says I like the lighter section, but depends on the room colorway. That's a very good point, my friend. Yes. Priscilla voted darker. Jamie darker. Jamie was thinking make a fun tote. Oh, that's a good idea. It's not, I don't know, it's not real sturdy. You have to really line it well, I think, to give us some structure. But yeah, thank you. Oh, Andrea, look at you. Where's the knot? She said. Okay, we'll have to find it. It would be in this. It'd be in this section here. Let's see if we can. That's a really good point, Andrea. Is that there's a knot in there? Let me see. Is that? Nope, that's not it. I'm guessing the moral of the story is if I can't find the knot, it's no big deal. I don't. Is that it? Maybe that guy. Maybe right there. Yep, I think that's it. You can't really tell because I could just trim it really close. I bet you'd never know. See, this is so fun, you guys. I love that you're paying attention. That makes me immensely happy. Anyways, so this is going to wonderful, lovely family that know nothing about weaving anyways. So I'm gonna pick one version, and maybe what I'll do is actually just go ahead and make 2 runners out of it, and the other one we'll do something special with it. We'll do something with it. Yeah. Leslie says I don't have a dryer. Does it make a difference if I air dry? Leslie, I love this question. Good question. So here is what I like to do. Here is my kind of standard process when it comes to a project that I know I want to wash and dry. And I will clarify, I am someone who doesn't always wash and dry everything. I don't always do wet finishing. If it's a mix of fibers that I don't know, I can't predict how they're going to shrink and or if they're going to bleed. I don't put it in the washer and dryer. I don't even worry about it. However, this I knew was a mix of cotton and Tencel. It's going to sit on a table, so I wanted to make sure that I could wash and dry it. I put it in the wash in cold with a lot of color catchers. The Shout color catchers, they catch any kind of additional like loose dye that gets into the water so it doesn't bleed all over everything. And then I put it in the dryer and only dry it about 70% and let it air dry the rest of the way. So to your point, to your question, if you don't have a dryer, that is no problem. If you can hang it outside, if you can get a little air around it, that'd be great. I don't like to dry it 100% of the way anyways, because I've kind of found that sometimes I can kind of heat set some wrinkles and I don't want to do that. So everyone has their own kind of ideas when it comes to wet finishing projects. So if you have a different approach for Leslie to consider, jump right in. Yes. So let's see. Carol says it's not a knot, it's a slug. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. They're not gonna know, right? Yeah. Andre says you can't find it. You can't see it, right? You can't see it. That's exactly right. Yes. Yeah. Carol says a runner and a scarf. She can be coordinated with her kitchen table. Oh, I like that. That's it. They do live in Michigan, so a scarf could be very helpful. I think it'd be a pretty short scarf though. I think I've got like the runner's gonna be 42 inches, and then I've got like 48 to probably, I don't know if I have 60 inches left for what's left after that. Anyways, so yeah, runners and pillows. There we go. It's a good idea. Connie says with cotton, I hot wash and hot dry to pre-shrink before hemming. Oh, there we go. Then suggest cool wash and cool dry to keep the size. That's a nice system, Connie. I like that. Yeah. Jamie says a cowl scarf. There we go. Okay. All right. Lori says just sold hand-painted warps. I have to say, okay, thank you for that, by the way. But I have to tell you guys, after playing with this kind of color play, I just think that's so fun. I want to do more of that. I love this kind of you pick a color, you pick something that matches for part of it, and then that sucker moves, and then all of a sudden it shows up. Voila, I'm here, and then it vanishes again, and it's something else. I just think that's so fun. Anyways, okay, so thank you for all the lovely ideas and the input on what to. I'll let you know what I choose for the final runner. That'll be very good. Okay. What else? Oh, I had one other thing I wanted to share. This is the project that's going to go on the loom here. So I had a friend who she gets towels from me on occasion as gifts, which is lovely. And you know how my life has been. I haven't intentionally done towels in a very long time. I mean, we've had a weave along. We've had a couple things where maybe the project was towels, but not like a project with multiple towels. So I went into my stash and I had like four. I had like four for her to choose from. So I was like, okay, it's time for me to do a set of towels. So that is the plan for the next project coming on the loom. And I was feeling the blues. So let me tell you this. Let me show you this. I don't mean blues like as in sad. I don't mean that. I just mean like blues like this, right? I love the kind of combination of two blues that are similar but not quite. I love the little more vivid, a little lighter, and then I love me some neutrals to go with. So a warm neutral and then kind of a white to go with. So this is going to be the next project. That'll be fun, right? It's kind of classic. You can't go wrong with that. So we'll see. For now, I'm going to start with the four colors, and we'll see if I feel the need to throw in some other colors into the weft, because when spirit moves you, sometimes you just have to answer the call. That is for sure. Carol says, I also dry it partially on low and then air dry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she says, I toss my alpaca in the washer all the time. The kick and scream and pout, but otherwise they come out fine. But she does wash alpaca in the machine. That's fascinating. Okay, so we should finish strong here, shouldn't we? I think we're about time. You heard the reference to this week's handwoven experience, which is all about design in weaving, specifically this time leading into the odds, working with odd numbers when you're designing your project. And what I wanted to just kind of mention is that I think that, it's very easy to get kind of, I don't want to say obsessed, but very focused, very hyper focused on the construction of the fabric, how the fabric is going to function. And I think that is absolutely important, and we need to do that so that it actually will hold. It'll hold together. However, at a certain point, it is also fun and important to actually play with design ideas. What are you actually, kind of art are you actually creating? So this is just the first in, I'm going to keep it kind of open-ended, but on occasion I'll just pop in with other design and weaving episodes, which I'm really excited about. So this is all about odd numbers. If you love some odd numbers, this is all the validation you need in this week's episode for sure. Yes. Dawn says, may I ask what you use the rulers for? Oh, all my yardsticks back there? Oh, I use them. I have a 36-inch loom. So I use the yardsticks in between the rotations of the warp on the back beam there. It's a way, if you have any project, but especially a big project, if you're weaving the warp yarns over each other, if you're winding them over each other over and over again, you can end up with mountains and valleys, and that is going to affect your tension. So it's a good idea to have sticks, paper, mini blinds, something in between the rotations of your warp yarn on the back, especially. I do on the front too, because I'm a little overly cautious, but that's a good question. Thank you, Don. Okay, so what else? Let's see. I mentioned it before, but I'll put this up here one more time for us. But we have a lovely Facebook group that is kind of birthed from Live at the Loom and the Weave-alongs. It all kind of came together in one fabulous group. And there's so many amazing things happening over there at the Acting Creative community. Simply answer the questions, and we'll let you in to join our wonderful, generous, supportive, creative group over there at the Facebook group there. Also, if you're loving all the things and you want more perks, you want to hang out with me, you want to do other stuff, there is a monthly membership called the Acting Creative Insiders. It's held on Patreon. And there's 4 different tiers you can choose from. So depending on what perks you want and which ones you're not interested in, great. Pick whichever tier you like and join us over there. It's top of the month. So, we have new weaving tips coming out. There's almost always bloopers with every episode of A Handwoven Experience. There's an update, a monthly update. So you get to see behind the scenes what's coming. And there's always a small group Zoom chat, which is fabulous to meet fellow weavers, see their projects, ask questions, whatever you got. So it's a good time. Yes. So keep that in mind. See if that's a good fit for you. What else do we have here? I think just the love notes are left. I think that's it. Every Wednesday, it's coordinated with the handwoven experience episode. So when I have a new episode, I want to make sure that you're aware and you can take advantage of that. So I send you a little love note, a little email every week. I try to include a story, just something that kind of relates to the topic, and just a way to touch base with you to find out how you were doing. And it's free. It's a free offering for you. There's places all through the website where you can sign up for the weekly love notes, but you are invited. Okay. Wow. Did we do all the things? I think we did all the things and then some. That is for sure. So, next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday I'll be here. I'll be here next Thursday, which will be awesome. We can't wait. Mark it in your calendar next Thursday at 9:30 Central Time, whatever that is for your corner of the world. And know what your homework is this week, right? Do something creative just for you. Doesn't matter what it is, but it's just something just that you are interested in, something that you, that little inner voice talks to you and says, hey, it's a good time to throw a shuttle or draw something or bake something or whatever. Do something creative just for you, friends, this week. It's good for your soul. I promise you. In the meantime, have a wonderful, fabulous, marvelous week. And I will see you next Thursday. And hopefully I'll have a blue project we will talk about here on the floor loom. Fingers crossed. All right, friends, have a wonderful week. And of course, happy weaving.